Now, Anthony Connolly,
Yeah.
in Glenmask, near Tourmakeady,
Yeah.
a very remote area.
Yeah, well,
And how long are you living here for?
I'm here for all my life, for the 87 years.
87 years, yeah.
Yeah,
And were your parents here before that?
they were. And my grandparents are here before that.
And how far back do you go in this area?
Well, it goes back to my great-grandfather.
And were there many in your family?
There was 3 boys and 3 girls in my family.
In your family, yeah.
Yeah.
And
6. That's what I'm saying, 3 boys and
3 boys and 3 girls there, yeah. And they all left here apart from yourself?
They did. They went to England first, and they went from England to, one of them went to New Zealand, and the other fellow went to Australia. That was the 2 boys, and one girl got married down in Tipperary, and another girl got married in Shaheen, not too far away, and the other girl got married in Castlebar. Yeah.
And are there many houses here now in this village?
Well, there was, at the most that I remember, it would be 24.
24.
Yeah.
And how many are here now?
Much,
Meg and Chris, and there was 2, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7, where there was 24.
There was, yeah.
And was there a school here?
There was, surely, yeah. There was, and I rode out to Tourmakeady. I flew up to just to see for the foresters there.
For the national school, is
It
it?
was, yeah. And it had 70 pupils at one stage.
Was that now at the Glenmask school, is it?
Yes, yeah.
It's on the side of the Tourmakeady Road.
It
The
is,
ruins of it are there now.
Yes,
yeah.
yeah. That was,
Built in 1891.
Built in 1891, yeah.
Yeah.
And who were the teachers there in your time?
Well, in my time now, what's it called? There was a Pat O'Connell. He set up a brush factory there in Westport. His wife taught here.
Oh, did she? Yeah.
She did, and that's he used to come here regular himself. He stayed in. There was a residence over there that he used to stay in, and he stayed there. Now, Owen Hughes, then the Hughes, his wife taught there.
Did she?
She did, yeah.
And Mrs. Duffy.
And Mrs. Duffy. That was Paddy Duffy's
Jimmy Duffy's mother.
mother, yeah.
And did they all teach in Knockruski later then, did they? They taught there, no?
Not together, like, you know.
Not together, yeah, but
No.
different times, yeah.
It's been a few years on go on, then be replaced.
And were there many students in the school in your time?
In my time now, there'd be roughly around, it had came down the time that I was going to school now, there'd be roughly around 24 or 25.
24.
Most of the time, yeah.
And many rooms were in it?
There was only the one room in it, and there was a hallway then where you'd hang up clothes and things like that, and a space for turf.
Okay.
Yeah.
So all the students were in the one room?
They were in the one room, taught in the one room.
With one teacher?
One teacher, yeah.
And at that time, was it nice in school? Did you like school?
I did, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah. I did. We had some good teachers as well, and of course we had middling ones as we called them, but we got on very well with them, and I of course very few liked school to stay there all the time, but we had no complaint about it.
Yeah,
No, honest to goodness.
And were they strict?
What the?
Strict? The
Oh,
teachers?
they were strict. Oh, they were strict. Yeah.
And were they-
and very strict at the time, and they did teach that time and again the way that it was a drive rather than lead. Like, you know, the more pressure they were trying to learn, the more you are learning. That was the system at the time.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
But again, it has changed for a good job. That is small.
And would you get slapped?
No, you would. You would. Yeah, if you earned it, you'd get it all right, surely. And we couldn't complain too bad. There was worse teachers around that we heard about anyway.
Okay.
But we hadn't any of them now. We'd get a ruler they used to use that time, a foot ruler. And it wasn't too bad. It was fairly flat. And if you got maybe a couple of slaps at the palm of the hand like that, it wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
But some of them used to use a cane and things like that time. And
It was mostly all Irish that time.
They were teaching Irish up here, were they? Yeah.
yeah, well, it was in a Gaeltacht there.
It is a Gaeltacht there.
Yeah, I did all my sums now, as we saying, addition and so all that was done in Irish, and I still do it now. If you ask me to put 2 and 2 together, I'd nearly say "do" was the "do," you know, because I was taught that way.
And were you speaking Irish at home?
We not a lot now, but
Not a
my
lot,
father had, my grandfather had a lot of Irish, and when people would come visiting, they talk Irish all the time. And my father had some words of Irish, but my grandfather lived longer than my father. My father died fairly young. He had high blood pressure, and there was no cure for it at that time. There wasn't even a tablet for it, like, you know. And my grandfather lived longer, and he had plenty of Irish. Yeah.
And did you do any exams at the end of the time that time? Well, there were primary services.
Well, we had an inspector that came all the time, but we never did any exams.
Never did any exams,
or anything like that. But we had this inspector that came regular to inspect how we were doing and thing. Yeah.
And would he let you know how you were doing, or would you hear about it?
Well, you'd hear about it after he'd be gone. The teacher would let you know, they know you did whether you did good or bad.
Okay.
You know, but.
And what did you do after school then yourself?
Well, after school I went working on the land, and we used to mine sheep, and we'd look after turf and all that kind of thing. A lot of hay work was done that time, like, you know, to be a cutter, a mower machine, a horse machine, and to be shook out by hand, and then it had to be trammed up, and after that it would all be made into one big tram.
Big cocker,
Yeah. A reek, they used to call it, yeah. And then.
And how did you cut it? Had you a horse to do it?
Well, I used to use a horse machine myself, and I had 2 horses, and I had a mowing machine, and it would cut it, like, you know. Yeah.
And did anybody use a scythe?
They did be. I remember seeing them using scythes, and I remember seeing them going around and hire working using a scythe. Yeah.
And you go to the bog?
We did, and we cut turf. And
where was your bog then?
It was like beside the house.
Yeah.
Where we lived now further back the road.
So you had no travelling to do, no?
No, and at school, the school we had a bog set out for the school, and after hours we used to go there and spread out the turf. They'd get a higher man to cut it, and we'd spread it out and we'd put it, and then we'd carry it to the school when it was dry, and put it into this place. There was an apartment left in the school that you could put it into. Yeah.
That was to keep you warm in the winter, was it?
Yeah, well, there was a fire all the time nearly in the school.
Well, all the time you were in there, yeah.
Yeah, well, more in winter time anyway, not in summertime, but in winter time, yeah.
So you were never cold?
Well, never cold, honest to goodness, no.
Yeah.
Although we always went to school in our feet and everything, we never used shoes or nothing.
Well, you would in winter time, I think, would you?
Yeah, well, yeah, in winter time, but no, we used to, honest to goodness, we used to, like in summer, and the weather would warm up a bit, and we could throw them off and run away in our feet. We felt more free that way.
Well, the road's tarred here, no?
No, the ones, the road wasn't tarred for a long time after that.
And was it hard on your feet?
No, there was always a green side along on it, and it was, well, there was people doing working for the council that time on the roads, and they had cyclists along, and you had a green lane along the side that you'd skip along and that. And your feet would get tempered too in a kind of way that you wouldn't cringe if you stepped on a stone either, like, you know, because they got tempered into it, like, you know, using them every day on the ground.
Yeah. And what kind of clothes were you wearing that time?
What kind of?
Would you buy suits like in?
Oh, you would. You'd buy a suit in Westport, and I always was for you get one at confirmation time, and you be in the beginning you get one when you have your first Holy Communion, and after that you'd get another one again at confirmation time or thing like that, and you'd have it for a good while. But there was a jacket and trousers and a vest going together, like that's the kind of wear that was that time.
Matching, yeah.
Yeah, matching, yeah. Yeah.
And was your mother knit at home now or sew up things?
Oh, she did knit. She shouldn't have knitted all the socks that we needed or we wore. She knitted every one of them. Yeah.
And would she knit against for you or anything like that?
She would, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Bonines, is it?
No, no, there was no.
They weren't in fashion that time, no?
Well, we had two weavers in the village, and they used to knit flannel. They used to weave it, like, there were one down at McNeil's there, I was into the village there, and he used to make suits, full suits that time. And
Out of flannel?
yes, yeah.
And where were the flannel coming from?
Well, they used to, the people themselves used to spin the wool and card it and get it ready for him, and he'd weave it. Then he had a loom himself.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, there was two of them in it, and the other man used to do lovely herringbone, they used to call it, which different kind of weaves in it. And it was lovely, honest to goodness. Even the suit that had been made out of it looked so good. The other man was making plain stuff to be all the one colour, all a reddish brown or thing like that, yeah.
And did you see him doing this thing?
I did,
yeah.
No,
Do you remember their names?
Which
The two boys?
No, one of them was Michael McNeely and the other one was Michael McGinn.
And where did they live then?
They lived in the village.
In the village, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
The McNeil's down there at the end of the village, that's a young fella died.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
That was his, that'd be his grandfather.
His grandfather, yeah.
Yes, that was doing that.
So he had a little business going there, he did, yeah?
Maybe his
Yeah,
great-grandfather.
his great grandfather.
Yeah.
The other fella then was over here, Michael McGinn, but that's rented now.
And tell me, how far are you from Westport out here now?
We're about 9 miles from us.
9 miles there,
Yeah.
And was it hard to get in and out of town from here?
Well, people had a horse that time. Everybody had a horse, and they'd have a sidecar, what they call a sidecar, so that you would sit up on the side of it, or if they had an ordinary cart. And if they wanted anything in the line of food for cattle or thing like that, they'd bring the cart to town. And
The heavy stuff, yeah.
yes, and you'd buy it, and then it was sold that time down William Welch's on the bottom of Bridge Street there. And but they went out of business completely. But sometimes two could go in, the four could fit on this sidecar, two on each side on it. And
You'd have a horse,
and the horse drawing it.
Drawing it, yeah.
It was
Did you have one of them yourselves?
we had a cart. No, we never had a sidecar. No, we had the cart, and we used to use that and go to town. Anytime we wanted to go to town, we used to use the mail and cart.
And how long would it take you to go into town on a cart? 9 miles?
You'd be surprised now. It wouldn't take you that long. There'd be a lot more as well as you're going in there that day too. Like, you'd rarely go to town that there wouldn't be 2 or 3 in a line, one after the other.
And you go together, like, yeah?
And we'd go together, yeah. And as you go down the road, as we go down as far as Clondarragh there, now some of them families are there, there'd be 1 or 2 of them which are from that into town. I suppose, you're good to town in 2 hours, I'd say, comfortable now, yeah.
And were there ever accidents now? Would you be falling off them, or horses running away or any of that? Or?
Well, there was a lot of that, the horses taking fright and running away and things like that, and that time they used to, and November's nights, they'd break up cabbage and throw it on the road. They had for November's night, and the next day, if you were a week after you were going to town, they'd horses would shy at the cabbage. It was spinning around with the breeze on the road.
It'd frighten them, yeah?
Yeah, it should frighten them a bit. They'd take off then, but they were not too, there was never any bad accident that anyone got killed or anything like that. They managed to worth them someone way or another. No, there was never any bad that I remember of, got hurt on the road.
And what kind of food did you buy in town that time? What was the shopping list?
Well,
you're bringing a list with you, I suppose, you would?
Dan McGee used to go out here regular at most of the shop, and now he came out once a week. And he had a lorry of his own. And
he had a travelling shop, yeah.
Yeah, and you'd buy, he'd have bread with him, he'd have a basket there full of bread, and he had another fish too. it was called ling. It was hard cured, and people that boiled that and milk and thing. And it was lovely fish, honest to goodness. When it was boiled, it softened out completely, and it was lovely. And he'd have people most of that time kill a pig of their own. They'd rear a couple of pigs up, and then they'd have one that they'd kill. And there was a man in the area that used to kill them. He'd hang them up and kill them and put it into a barrel and hard cure it, and you'd have it for a good period of the year.
Okay.
It had lashed once it was hard cured.
They used to have it hanging off the ceiling as well, didn't they?
Yeah, they would.
the
I
bacon.
seen it from, well, they could leave it up on a bench too. They'd have a wooden bench, and when they'd put into the barrel first and put in a line of salt right round about all the time on it until it filled up to the top. Then they'd take it out of that, and the salt and all that melted into water, like, and they'd take it out and they'd spread it along on a bench and to dry out on the bench. And it never, it last forever, like, you know, because
Never go off.
never go off, no, surely. And it was nice. It wasn't as fat as the bacon that came again later. It was more leaner because the pigs were reared out on the land, and they used to go along with the cows even, and they'd get a feed, and there was no, they weren't rushed up or anything. They just got leave a small amount of food until they were fit for killing at the latter end. So they were solid. They were.
What was it like, Kathleen, being a farmer's wife that time anyway? Was it much different than now?
What did you say?
Being a farmer's wife?
Oh, sure. I was farming all my life, sure, since I was young or since I grew up. We were farming up at home too, so.
And where was home for you?
Yeah.
Where were you born?
Just up the village.
No, up the.
Oh, up this village in Glenmask as well. Okay, right, yeah. Okay.
Up near maybe Kings.
Okay, right, yeah. So you were busy as a farmer's wife, you were?
No.
Were you doing much of the work?
We used to do a good bit of it out to save hay and things like that. Pick potatoes, milk cows, feed calves.
Would you go to the bog?
No, indeed.
So you were doing the same kind of work, you were really, yeah. You were doing the same kind of work.
Oh yeah,
True,
exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
And would you go down together and all that? You would?
Yeah.
And bring the kids with you?
You would,
Put the pins on, yeah.
You would.